she'd fire me. That's fine, the New York Times would beg to hire me. Till then I'd log alone. Blah, 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 blah.
On the subject of Mayor, have you decided?
You're the subject of
What have you decided? I didn't hear your speech this morning, but have you decided how you're going to vote? Politico reported yesterday that I think Republicans, and you specifically, the NRSC, is in a tough position because she hasn't provided the kind of red meat that gets conservatives as riled up as some expected.
Well, to answer your question, no, I haven't decided how to vote yet, and I've consciously withheld judgment until the hearing. One thing that just drives me crazy is the fact that, when Sotomayor was rolled out as the nominee, of course, all the focus was on her sex and her ethnicity, right?
Senator, you've been one of the leaders, maybe the principal leader in the Senate on the issue of military voting rights. Could you talk a little bit about what you've been doing in that area and how you perceive the prospects? And one other thing, I noticed in the Washington Post this Sunday you were mentioned as a potential presidential candidate. If you'd like to say anything.
I don't know what they were drinking when they suggested that. But on the military voting rights, this is a national scandal that our military, those who should be first on the list in terms of making sure that their right to vote is protected among a long list of other American citizens, that they, above others, are being discriminated against. You know, what was particularly shocking to me was the attitude at some of the Department of Defense that they basically have better things to do. And I understand the difficulty of getting ballots to our men and women deployed to, say, some forward operating base in Afghanistan or elsewhere. It's not easy. But I think they're also, if we got a little bit creative, maybe we can come up with better ways for them to vote that would not be subject to fraud, and which is obviously a big concern. I think this is a great opportunity for us, and I would hope that we should embrace it rather than run away from it.
How would you say the media has portrayed the Republican response to the Obama health care plan, and what would you like to see in the media about the Republican response?
Well, one of the problems is that we have the mainstream media, New York Times and CBS, skewing polling information to make it look like there's more public support for the government option or the public plan than there really is. Anybody who's been involved in politics for a while knows that you can essentially construct a poll that will tell you almost anything. But what we would hope for is a little more fairness, a little more objectivity from the mainstream media, rather than just cheerleading